everyone. So I'm just here to talk to you about my major project and where I started and where I am now since I'm finished. When I first started, I have never sewn in my life, and I had no idea how to even thread a sewing machine. So that was something kind of difficult for me, but YouTube really helped with that. Where I started actually was just with a lot of material. Here's some of the leftovers that I have. And I started with a lot of little squares. The part I struggled with the most, I think, is sewing the squares together, because the back of these are just like super slippery. So trying to sew those, they would like be crooked, so I'd have to take them out and do them over again. But since they kept slipping, I went back to Fabricland where I got all this material, and I asked the ladies there and they told me that fabric glue works really great. So I bought a bottle of that, and I actually just put a couple daubs on where I'd be sewing, and it worked awesome. Like, it didn't move when I would try to sew it, so I used that. But towards the end, the last couple rows I was sewing, I didn't even need the fabric glue, so I kind of got a technique that I learned. Where am I now? Well, this is my quilt I made. As of right now, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with my quilt. I'll probably give it to her. She seems to like it a lot. So since I just chose to make a baby-sized quilt, I got it done pretty fast. There weren't that many steps, but they definitely all took a long time. I think if I would have made a bigger one, I don't think I ever would have finished it in time, because it was a long, lengthy process. One of the parts that took the longest, I think, out of the whole quilt is actually making these snips in all the seams, just to add to the look of the blanket. I think it really brings it all together. Really like it. Here's what the other side looks like. I just thought that was probably the hardest. It took me like a good day with a lot of breaks because it was so painful from snipping. I think it turned out really great, and I'm actually really impressed with myself. I had no idea I could make this. So I think I'll probably make another one, maybe if a friend's having a baby, or to give us a gift for a baby shower. My mom actually said that I should sell them because I've got lots of compliments from my family and friends. So overall, I just really enjoyed this learning project. I thought it was such a neat thing to do. It took me a while to decide what I wanted to do at the beginning of the class or the course, but I thought I would like sewing, so I tried that, and I actually turned out to like it. Well, at times, I guess sometimes I struggled and got a little frustrated, but the next day I got back into it and it all worked out. Just needed a little break. I think that if I wouldn't have the opportunity in this class to try any learning experience like this, I probably wouldn't have even known I was capable of making a blanket like this. But so I'm really thankful for that. Yeah, all around it was just a great learning experience, and maybe I picked up a new hobby.